Hello everyone and welcome to my studio. Turn the music a little bit. Right, so today we are working on, or I am working on, the second prompt for the watercolor challenge. And I'm still in the month of abstract, and this time I have changed my size of paper that I'm using, and I am using Fabriano paper, watercolor paper from the 1264 collection, and it's 140 pounds or 300 GSM paper, and it is 4 inches by 8 inches. So it's actually quite nice size for a card. I like to do these smaller pieces like this because I can just send them to as gifts or just a card for Christmas, that sort of thing. Alright, so let's see what we can do then. As always, if anybody is watching live at the same time as I'm doing this video, please drop me a line, say hello, ask a question. I welcome questions. Otherwise, leave me a message in the comments below. So let's see what we can do today. My watercolors are Cotman watercolors from Winsor & Newton, and as always I'm going to select a few colors that sort of speak to me today, and we're kind of gonna go from there. This is abstract, it's very loose, no pre-planning at all actually. And I chose the size of paper because that's what spoke to me today. So I was looking at a larger size, and I was looking at this one, and this sort of spoke to me more. I felt more attracted to you, so that's what I'm going with. All right, I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Awesome. Okay, so last time I was using this fancy dandy new brush that has real pony hair. It's actually quite soft to the touch, and it's got the grayish blackish hair inside and red on the outside. It's really quite pretty. Now one thing that I've noticed with this, because it's bamboo, so it's real wood casing, there are these fissures starting up in here, and I actually got more of them after after the brush had dried from my use last time. I'm not sure if this is going to become a problem or not. I've never used a brush like this, so this is new to me, but I liked using it. It was on a larger piece of paper, so on the smaller one, like, it's quite big, right? I would like to try it and see if I can still use it. It will create different kinds of effects when you're using a large brush on a smaller piece of paper than when it's on a larger piece of paper, if that makes sense. So when there is a big difference like that in size, it will create some interesting textures that otherwise you wouldn't get. So you know what, let me try to see what's going on. There it goes. Right, I think I have to constantly go back to my music for it to go to the next song. Have some colors from last time. I tend not to get rid of the have left over, because there's always a time when I would go back, or sometimes I'll create an entire piece, smaller piece like this, you know, with just the colors that I have on my palette. Older colors like this, and sometimes the way that I will be mixing them, you get all sorts of different mixtures, and it's really quite neat. So I'm gonna be using the same palette. I don't know if I want to use the same colors. I'll be looking at the actual tubes to try to select something that maybe I like today. My cat is currently crying at the door. I feel so bad to leave him out. So I'm going to let him in. This might create more distraction though, because he is a almost 7-month-old kitten, and he tends to get into it. So we'll see how we get on, but I'll let him in. I was looking at the purple, but everything's so dark. I don't know if I wanna. I kind of like that arrangement though. So this is actually, I would consider this as a bit too many colors for something as small as this paper size. But I like them. Okay. Let's see what we get. It's an experiment. It is an experiment, so. Yeah, I really like this. Whenever I'm selecting colors, I try to go for something that's going to contrast quite a bit. Hi, Simba. How are you doing, baby boy? So that it has interest and it's balanced, and it looks good. So that's why I was looking for something lighter. And it's all in the same kind of family. This is going to be, the Prussian blue is a very cool blue, but very dark. So I like to have at least one very dark color, one rather light color, and something in between. Those will be my rules, I suppose, for painting. Yeah, I really like this. Okay, so as you can see, then we have, I'm absolutely not going to be using any of these 4 colors, so I'm going to lay my colors, my new colors down here. And I might just clean this area up so I don't get mixtures. If I can find, there it goes, okay. Actually, as I said, I don't mind to get mixtures in from my palette, but for today I was thinking maybe let's keep it clean. That goes with my mood. Sometimes I don't care too much, some other times I want to have a more pure color, a set of colors that I'm using. Okay, the cat is currently occupied somewhere else and not creating problems so far, which is always good. Okay, so audio out of all the blues, I think I like it the most. So I love the turquoise, so I'm not considering that one in this statement, but compared to the cerulean or something like that, right? Because it's warmer, it's got some red in it, and I absolutely love it. And I love the greens that it creates when it's mixed with certain yellows. And the Prussian blue I like. So when I was looking at this, as I was setting up, and I had decided to use this size of paper, trying to see what do I see in it. I realized that I liked it. It was speaking to me, but then I was trying to think of what kind of image would I be creating. So what I saw first was a sort of a focus on the middle darker colors and letting them sort of spread out that way and creating this. I really like this long Simba. Okay, I need to kick him out. 2 seconds. Okay, baby, I'm working. Yeah. No, let go. And you have to go. Yeah, I'll see you later. Alright, so I'm back and I need to restart my music. Alright, how else are we doing for the stream? I want to amplify this height somehow. I'm trying to let my intuition I really like the contrast between the dry brushing and the wet on wet that is happening here. This is the Prussian blue. I like borders. So, music. Lifting quite a lot, I think, because here it's sort of liquid all of it, almost. There's a spot there. You can see the paper, the white. Very nice. And this is starting to dry. The opposite of that here, which is very wet. This is the teal, yeah. And the pink is wet enough to create a little bit of purple in there at the border. As I said, the teal is actually quite powerful of a color. Oh, okay. It's creating very powerful purples here, which I like. like so. So what I'm seeing in here right now is quite a bit of borders happening. I'm starting to think of what's been happening today. Where am I at? Where's my mind at? That I'm, I'm creating these very distinctive shapes with borders in between. It's quite interesting that way. So let's double check on the live stream. Going well today. Very good. Okay. So let's see what else I can do with this. To amplify certain places, and I would leave like around the border here. There's quite a few places of just white of the paper. There is no color, and I would leave it like that because again I like the contrast, and I'm after something that is organic. And all the white of the paper does not need to be covered up, and it creates a nice contrast. Like so. This has quite a bit of water on it. On my brush right here, even though I try to remove some of the excess water. And that's actually really going to happen with real hair. It's really good at retaining water. If you ever, oh, I like that idea. Oh, and I know exactly what I'm gonna use. Now this is a dip pen. And I'm just pulling from where the color is wet. I'm just pulling lines. Very nice. Okay, very interesting stuff like this. So this is, wash the brush again, get some more music going. Very nice. Okay. So let's pause here and oopsies. Did I touch? No, okay, good. Let's see what else. Oh, I like that even better. actually going back to the color that I have on my palette with the dip pen to get some more on the tip here, so I can draw some more. Perfect, okay. So I can definitely come back to doing that. I want to grab some more of that teal and amplify a little bit of that. Some more music. I think that would be good. Okay, I need more. Oops. Okay. think I can let it be and just see what I can do with some more lines and stuff with my dip pen. Just cleaning my brush here, drying it out, reshaping it. Let it stand somewhere where it's not going to. There you go, I'm getting my way. So, music. Interestingly enough, okay, there I go. Needless to say that dip pens were not created for this purpose. So I'm finding it hard to actually pick up color. Yeah, it doesn't work quite so well over there, unfortunately. Okay, and over here, same thing. Well, it is what it is. I could try with a brush. It is very, very true. I could do that with a brush. Okay, let's do that with a brush. The thing about that is that I don't have a thin enough brush, so we'll see what we can do with this guy. Wait, is that oil? Is this oil? Yeah, it is. Okay. That was an oil brush. Okay. It's quite thin. We should be able to be okay. Thinking. Oh yeah. We can do this. So it's just random mark making at this point. I'm not looking for anything in particular. I'm trying not to overdo it as well. There's a very real threat of overdoing it. I kind of like all those lines randomly places. It makes it look like this thing is real. I was gonna say alive. Like maybe it's a creature or something. Tentacles and just to add some interest. Okay, I think I've had enough of little lines all over the place. Sort of what it looks like. I can't around. There you go. Right, so I'm so dying to see what it looks like with. It's always, I mean, it looks nice. I like it and all that, but I really want to take the tape off. It's almost dry. Oh, one other thing that I meant to do. That's right. And let's use a acrylic brush. Okay. I'm thinking with the dark. I want to do some splatters. Ooh. Beautiful. Okay, got it. Watercolors are so much easier to do splatters with than acrylics. You need a lot of water for acrylics to do that. This doesn't require quite as much because it's already watery. Okay, now I want a paper towel. And I'm just cleaning up the tape because when I'm gonna pull it off, I don't want it to be super wet and get my fingers dirty. Now I tend to be quite impatient as an artist, and I'm gonna try to pull this off now, right away, as opposed to waiting till everything is super dry. Just as long as the edges here would be dry, because otherwise it's going to pull the paper off. So it's dry to the touch, but oh, I know. I am going to blow dry it to help it along. So this is live, right? I can't just stop the video and come back. So I'm gonna put the music on loud and turn off the mic. Maybe I'm just gonna do that because it's gonna get really loud. So be back in a couple seconds. A few seconds. when the painting was still somewhat wet, I would still have that the paper would still be warped. Now this is very good paper, so it's not, it doesn't warp badly, definitely not. But there would be, because you're adding water to paper. What else is paper going to do? Then absorb it and sort of. But this is. This is really good. So, big reveal. Exciting. Looking good. Dun, 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 dun. All right, you guys can tell it now. How about that? Maybe I can bring this guy over a bit more. In a way that, there you go. Yeah, so that's sort of what it looks like. And you can see some of the lines and such that I was making on it. But this is a hit. I'm actually quite happy with this. And as far as the card goes, I don't know how to get rid of that glare. Yeah, I'm gonna post a picture. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it sometime, probably. It's not wet, so the glare is not because it's wet, but because of the light. It's really bad. Anywho, as a card, I think it works very well. And then, you could be writing something on the back. You could even have a sentiment on the front. You can write it by hand. I like handwritten cards. I find that they are a lot more personal. It's like the person took the time to write you a card, as opposed to getting something generic or. So yeah, I think it works very, very well for that, and something different. So thank you so much for hanging out with me, and do let me know in the comment section below, what do you see? I mean, abstract is fun that way. You can see something. I mean, this is how I've painted it, but maybe you could sit this way. Actually, I really like it this way. Look at that. See, like orientation does matter. Even this changes the messaging. Or this way. Ooh, I really like it this way actually. Compared to, yeah. I really like it this way. Right? Like it's definitely something, right? So yeah, let me know in the comments what do you see in this, if you see anything, or what it reminds you of, that sort of thing. And yeah, and you can see the rest of my prompts on my blog. The link is in the description if you're interested in joining me along. And I hope to see you in my next video. Take good care and have yourselves a good weekend. And I'll see you next time. Thanks so much. Bye for now.